Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a quick and easy project for you. As I showed you previously, the new release from Laminating Crafts. This is the June release and it has all these adorable little stamps and dies and I just love it. So for this project, I wanted to play around with the baking set. I am using the Baking Marcy and I'm also using the Eat More Cake rubber stamp, which is this one, or clear stamp set and it has these cute little hamsters. They're so adorable. So I am also using some dies. As you can see here, I'm using the mixer die. This is the electric mixer, the cupcake die, and the Build-A-Cake. The Build-A-Cake is super fun. You have these, it comes with the 2 layers of cake and also the strawberries, which is what I use also for the little cupcake there. It was really cute, really fun to make. I do have a tutorial at the end of the video. So I used my laminator to create this recipe book. I added this little tassel on the sides, and the paper collection that I'm using is the Spring Has Sprung, also by Laminating Crafts. I'm gonna have everything listed on the description box down below. And then for the pages, I just simply use some a notebook paper that I had here at home. I think it was the girls, we never quite used it, and so I created these little tabs as well for my recipe book. These little stickers were sent to me on Happy Mail recently and it was so perfect to add into my recipe book. So I hope you guys like this little project that I have for you, and now let's go ahead and make it together. I stamp and color the images ahead of time. I do have quite a few tutorials on my coloring process if you want to check those out. And so for this one, I just went ahead and colored these images. I typically color my images as I'm watching TV and I'm not really recording. And so I am just fussy cutting all the different elements. These little hamsters are just so adorable, really cute. So I definitely wanted to include all of those in my cover. Then I'm using the Spring Has Sprung collection by Laminating also, and I'm just picking 2 pages for my front and back covers. Now I want this book to be a little bit larger than 6x6 and the paper is only 6x6, so I am cutting an extra 2 inches to add on the bottom right there. So I also went ahead and cut 2 pieces of 3/4 inches and I'm gonna join those 2 together for the spine. So now I'm joining the first 2 pieces for the cover. By the way, the width of the cover is 4.5, so those pieces are 4.5 by 6 and 4.5 by 2, and I'm just gonna join them to make them a little taller. And then I'm also going to join the 2 pieces for the spine. Now I'm going to make sure the spine is the same length as the pages, so I'm just going to put them next to each other and trim the extras. Then I just start playing with my different elements and trying to see the best way to make them all fit on the cover. I definitely just want all the elements to create a fun, like a happy baking moment scene right there. And I'm also using the Build-A-Cake die, which was so much fun to put together. I cut everything on white and then I added some colors using my Copic markers for that and for the mixer as well. So I wanted the page to look three-dimensional even though everything is flat. So I'm just playing with different positions, making this little hamster look like he's behind the cake. And that way it just makes everything more fun even though the page is going to be flat. So now I'm done with decorating my cover, and now I'm going to put all of the elements into my plastic sleeve to put into my laminator. Now it's very important that you keep a little bit of distance in between the three pieces right here, because those are going to be basically where you're gonna fold the page, and also you want to make sure they are really even and not to the side. So I'm kind of lining those up with the pieces on my table there as a guide. And then you also want to make sure that you hold these pretty sturdy and really flat so the pieces are not moving as you are passing these into your laminator. So it's a little bit tricky, but I think you can do it just fine. I really love how the laminator looks. It just makes everything look so polished and so clean. So now I'm just gonna trim off all of the sides. You always want to make sure to leave a little bit of that clear around to hold all the pieces together. And then I'm just gonna round the corners. Usually the corner rounder tools don't work on the laminator machine, so I just do that by hand. And then I'm just lining that up on my scoreboard and marking on my bending lines, which is right in between those two pieces right there on your little gap areas. And then I'm just gonna fold these and give it a good press. So now we have the cover ready, and I am going to be using this notebook for the pages. I'm just going to trim those a little bit. These pages came stitched on the notebook, so I'm just going to separate that a little bit, and then I'm just going to trim on the side just a bit to be able to fit inside my book. And I am using about 10 pages into this book. So then I'm just folding all of the pages together to create one large signature. And I want to make sure that all the pages are even and there nothing is coming out from the side. So I am going to trim some of the center pages a little bit more, just because those tend to come out as the signature grows. Those start to show on the side right there. So I just wanted to make them even. And the next thing I'm doing is just stitching my pages into my signature. I created 3 holes ahead of time. I just poked those with my little tool, and then I start on the middle, come up to the top, then go down the bottom, and then I come in through the center one more time, and then finally we just tie those 2 pieces together, and that's how you add your signature. And there you go, now your little recipe book is ready. And I did have these stickers that were so cute. These are like little tabs for the side of your pages. So I'm just gonna back those up on some of my design cardstock, and I'm gonna glue those on the side of the pages. So this little book was so fun to make. I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I hope that you create one for yourself and collect all those delicious recipes that you have been trying during these quarantine days. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.